though her dramatic Hollywood love stories and poignant songs are what everyone knows Taylor Swift for. Did you realize that the 34-year-old music mogul also has another side to her that will leave you wondering, really? In addition to her catchy country sound, Taylor is well known for some really strange yarns about her past in music and her struggles with eating issues. Hold on tight, because I'm about to share with you guys 7 amazing facts about Taylor Swift. Starting this list with the most strange childhood memory of Taylor Swift that anyone could ever fathom is that she grew up on a Christmas tree farm, which seems like something out of a fairy tale for the holidays. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel before we move on. I think it's vital. That's right, reading. Pennsylvania is where Taylor Swift, a native, spent her formative years. Taylor experienced the wonder of the festive season and the spirit of Christmas growing up surrounded by evergreens. Influenced his formative years. While other kids played with toys around the Christmas trees Taylor grew up with, she was too busy helping her dad on the farm. One of her main duties was to make sure that trees stayed bug-free. Yes, Taylor took on the vital duty of taking the praying mantis pods from the trees to ensure a Christmas free of pests. Growing up in such an odd place has contributed to my unusual level of excitement for fall and the holidays, Taylor said in a 2014 interview regarding her peculiar background. Her creative works also reflected this excitement. In 2019, Taylor released the Christmas song Christmas Tree Farm, accompanied by an emotional music video that showcased scenes from her childhood. Another incredible fact about Taylor Swift is that she has an aquarium in her living room, but it's empty of fish and other underwater treasures. No, in classic Taylor flair, she goes with the unexpected and packs it full of vintage baseballs. Despite Taylor's enigmatic baseball connection, the visual spectacle of a living room aquarium filled with old baseballs is unquestionably a distinctive and fascinating decision. It's just one of those amazing little nuances that make you think about the significance of each baseball to the vocalist and the intriguing backstories. After all, there's even a hint of eccentricity and the unexpected in Taylor Swift's decor. The following musical selection is Taylor's piece, Talent Roots. Alternatively, as in this case, the vocal range remains near the opera stage. Marjorie Mullenkamp Finlay, Taylor Swift's grandmother, was a successful opera singer, and an operatic gym is part of her family tree. Taylor's musical journey showcases her grandmother's operatic abilities. Swift recalls the thrill of hearing her grandma sing and lists her as one of her early inspirations. Taylor's remarkable similarity to her grandmother demonstrates their close relationship. In a touching tribute, Taylor wrote a song for her grandmother Marjorie on the Evermore album. The bond goes beyond the namesake. Taylor used some of her grandmother's vocals in the song as a loving homage to the person who ignited her early love of music. Let's discuss her fixation with the number 13, which transcends superstition. It should come as no surprise that she associates this number with special meaning. Her birthday is December 13. From her Friday the 13th birthday to her first record going gold in 13 weeks, 13 appears to follow her like a mystical spell. Notably, the 13-second opening to her first #1 single wasn't a planned move. Rather, it was a joyful coincidence. Swift has even painted a 13 on her hand during every concert since her Fearless tour, a habit that her fans have adopted. The 13th seat is hers at the awards show. Whether she's in the 13th row or the 13 the letter MA, the 13 even 5 songs that peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 influences her work. Not only does Taylor give her fans mementos like the 13 clouds in the Me music video, but she also uses the number 13 to mark significant occasions. We shouted, "That's my man," 13 times during her song Willow. Records with exactly 13 songs span 10 minutes and 13 seconds, and there are teaser announcements regarding dates tied to 13. Swift's love of numbers has developed into a lovely aspect of her personality. In keeping with this magic, she launched the Aerator concert on Friday, October 13, 2023. Taylor Swift sees the number 13 as more than just a superstition. Whether via cosmic alignment or coincidence, it signifies the accomplishment of her journey. Why mess with a working system? Alright, let's get started. Moving on to the following ridiculous Truth regarding Taylor Swift's abilities: Taylor Swift is more than just a performer. When she was just 12 years old, she penned a book called A Girl Named Girl to show off her narrative skills, even if she hadn't taken over the music industry. The story's protagonist, a mother, hopes for a son but ends up with a daughter. It's interesting to note that Taylor said this literary project was inspired by a shark that washed up on the family's dock in Stone Harbor, New Jersey, one summer. Taylor revealed something fascinating. "I ended up writing a novel that summer because I refused to go in the sea. I wrote a book when I was 14 and locked myself in the den. Because of a shark, the result was a 350-page narrative that was completed and ready for publishing." Even though Taylor hasn't said that she intends to release that book anytime soon, she said she wants to write an autobiography in which she considers her busy life. "In years to come, it would be amazing to write a book about all the wild things I've been able to accomplish." Swift is aware that she needs to document her rapid encounters in order to follow the amazing adventure she has begun. When Taylor filed an application for a trademark on the phrase "a girl named girl" in December 2015, it was a daring move that she later repeated multiple times. You might be surprised to learn this strange fact, but it's true. Taylor formerly struggled with an eating disorder. Taylor Swift, like a lot of other celebs, has eating and body image issues. Chaos as a result of getting unwanted feedback, the demands of celebrity and constant attention, along with comments and criticism about her beauty that fueled negative beliefs, took a toll on her mental health. Swift candidly revealed how she became enmeshed in a harmful cycle of unhealthy habits as a result of feeling self-conscious about her beauty and viewing paparazzi images. Her eating problems affected her performance, even though she was unaware of the underlying issue. Swift first believed that feeling weak and lost after a performance was common. Still, she did finally come to the conclusion that she was undernourished. Swift realized she couldn't possibly respond to every comment, so over time she embarked on a path of self-revelation and healing, finding balance in her life and conquering the challenges her eating disorder presented. She emphasizes how important it is to choose which points of view to consider, focusing on ideas that encourage and elevate her rather than becoming fixated on critiques that can endanger her health. Aside from her music, Taylor Swift's biggest asset is her intense passion for Game of Thrones. She revealed that she fantasized about the show a lot, and that many of her songs were influenced by the complex plots of Game of Thrones. Swift made it clear that while these songs were seen via the lens of the renowned series, some of which drew from her personal experiences. One instance of how Taylor's lyrical storylines were directly influenced by the program was when she commented, "Look, what you made me do is literally Arya Stark's kill list." Swift said that Game of Thrones had completely changed the way she thought about stories, highlighting how it might produce enigmatic tales and hint at future events. Swift experienced genuine grief after Game of Thrones concluded, comparing the emotional impact to that of a breakup. She acknowledged the common challenge of wrapping up a popular show, noting out that, no matter how it concluded, viewers would inevitably feel sad that it was done. That's all, people. How do you feel about everything? Please write in the comments. I'd want to know. That's all, people. How do you feel about everything? Please write in the comments. I'd want to know. Remember to watch the next video, like and subscribe to the channel.